You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming, Study Mountains Word of the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with the Let's Play episode of Dawn Chorus, Mikko's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go! Alrighty. Jorgen. Okay. Same. I'm starting to think we've ordered too much. Definitely. Maybe some more enoki, but that's it.
This sukiyaki broth is so good. I could have this yesterday. I could have this every day. I could have this yesterday. I could have this every day. I think I'll get some more tofu if no one else is eating it.
Go ahead. I think I'm done too. I'd rather not overeat before the concert. I'd rather focus on music than drift off to sleep stuffed. Too late for me. I should have thought of that too. We can't let the food go to waste. Eat up! Lake grabs his chopsticks and transfers a few pieces of tofu into the simmering broth one by one. I know I shouldn't, but I can't help it. After a minute of staring at them cooking in the bubbling broth, I grab my chopsticks too and fish out one piece. Oh, it's so good. How have I lived my life for the whole life without this? I remember the prices from the menu. I'll chip in something too, but I'm glad Lake is paying for this and not me. By the way, what concert? I don't think I've heard you mentioning any before. Penderecki at the Philharmonic. I told you about it yesterday. Ooh, I didn't know you're going, Mikko. I was kind of organizing the group. Bjorn and Carvin are going too. I see. Have a good time there. I hope it's nice. Thank you. How about you? What are you doing after this? I was meant to go somewhere with Torolf, but I think that's off the table. We kind of stopped talking yesterday. Oh, private matters? Yeah, I'd rather not talk about it. Besides, I'd rather enjoy being with you here and now. How about we take a photo of us together? Ooh, a great idea! A group selfie! Or, I think I'll do a different voice for Travis. Ooh, great idea! A group selfie, or a groupie? Oh, Lord. Oh, goodness. Oh, excuse me. That means something else entirely, I'm afraid.
Carvin, do you have a camera with you? We could ask someone to take a photo of us.
I do, though I like the selfie idea. They feel a bit more authentic, less staged. I have a wide-angle lens. I should be able to fit all of us in the frame. It's worth a try. Let's try to cram together, and Carvin try to capture the table too. Sure, give me a moment. I have a camera in my bag. I love this moment. I love holding my camera. I love changing the lens. I love thinking of the framing. I truly do. It's the moment of purposeful creation. A moment when I feel like I have something to offer of myself, even if it's just a group selfie. I would be naive to think that by taking a photo I can turn this ephemeral moment into something lasting. That's not what happens. That's what happens inside us. This moment will live on in our heads and hearts, not in a JPEG file. But photography is art, and I can create something new, something that the rest of the people at this table can take with themselves and enjoy. I turn on the camera and point at us in my outstretched paw while Lake puts his arm around Travis and Mikko, sitting the closest to him, gesturing for us to move closer. Okay. I smile, pressing myself to the rest, and the shutter clicks. Jammin' Mikko. Oh man, I can barely walk. I look up at the bright sky, enjoying the afterglow of a good meal with friends. I don't have many thoughts, just these feelings, warm and bubbling.
It was so well worth it, though. I don't think I've ever had food this good. I never really went to restaurants, though. That was a first for me. I don't have much to compare it to.
Never went with your parents?
They were mostly into home cooking, but we've been to a local pizza place quite often. It was more of a fast food place, though even if the food was good, I always enjoyed being here.
These kinds of places are nice. Don't tell Lake, but it felt so posh in there. I can't remember the last time I had a waiter bring me food. It felt quite fancy, definitely. I think I liked it, though. I rarely get to experience something like this. Not often I can afford it. I think the last time was when I moved to Anslo and felt like celebrating. Oh, Jorgen, should I send Lake money for lunch? I feel like I should. I don't know what his financial situation is. He wanted to pay for the meal, and it was obvious that brought him joy. It's a good feeling, doing something for your friends. Ooh, excuse me. But between us, he definitely doesn't have the money. I'll treat him to something in return once we come back so that we're even. If If you don't think you'll have the time to go out with him somewhere later, better send him some money now. It doesn't have to be the whole amount. Even, but he could certainly use it. A nod. Fair. I think I'd better send him the money now. Once we're back at the guest house, though, I don't want to freeze my paws in this cold. By the way, what are we doing now? There's still like an hour to the concert. We could sit with a coffee, maybe. I like to caffeinate myself before concerts. It makes me enjoy the music more somehow. There should be a cafe inside the Philharmonic, but it might be a bit expensive. They cater to upper-class types, usually. Which is annoying. I wish God, Mikko's really angry at that. Which is annoying. I wish Philharmonics made more efforts to make the music more approachable and egalitarian instead of creating this posh, high-class image of it.
Oh, I know. How about we visit that bookstore where Snoutguard was yesterday? They serve coffee and tea. It was a lovely spot.
Sounds good to me. Mikko? If they won't throw us out for talking, sure.
Not that kind of place. It's not a library, you know. It felt more like a local hub.
I wanted to check out other places here, too. We'll meet at the Philharmonic. I'll be there about 10 minutes before the concert. Sure, have fun.
Oh, too bad. I hope to ask him about books. Maybe he could recommend something to me. Anyway, let's go. It's here to the left, 3 streets away. Cappuccino was for you, Mikko, right? And black for you, Carvin?
Yeah, thank you.
Here you are.
A cup full to the brim, with a rather crude foxstat on top drawn in milky strokes, and other holding pitch-black liquid. Join our 3 cakes on the table. What about you? You didn't get anything?
Waiting for my filter coffee. I think they're using V61 drips. They make great coffee, but take a while to brew.
V61? I don't think I know what you're referring to. The cafe near my dorm makes filter coffee. They have these conical cups they put on top of mugs.
That's a V61 exactly, unless it's made by some other company, but the principles are the same.
Oh,
I think it's ready.
I glance at the wolf sitting opposite me. He's playing with his cup, paw pad tracing along the edge, avoiding my eyes. No, it won't be easy to build a bridge again after yesterday's carnage. Is he still thinking about it, or just blocking me out? Communication. Wish I was better at it, but I guess it's a skill we learn, not something we're born with. Bjorn comes back, holding a tiny copper tray. On it is a coffee server and a small cup. It looks super aesthetic. Now I'm jealous I only got regular black coffee.
Smells so nice! I didn't order coffee yesterday, but now I see they know what they're doing.
I take my cup, too, lifting it to my nose. It smells like coffee. Tastes like coffee, too. I guess I'm less passionate about it than Bjorn, or maybe his coffee is that much better. Can I try some?
Sure, go ahead.
I grab his cup and take a tasting sip, cautious not to burn my tongue. What the hell? This is so sour!
Right? It's fantastic. So fruity and fresh, it might be some super light roasted natural beans.
Natural? Aren't all beans natural?
That means unwashed before drying, so that they're drying inside the fruit. That gives the coffee some funkier fermented fruity notes, like in this one.
I think I prefer my coffee washed, or darker roasted, I don't know. But I'll stick to ordering regular black, thank you. Now I at least know it's not worth trying to filter coffee from our local cafe. I've been eyeing it for some time, but it's significantly more expensive.
Oh, more for me! It might still grow on you, but if you're used to dark roasts, a sour coffee instead of a bitter one might sound off. This is so nice once you get used to it, and light roasts are super popular in Norway. You'll find them in many places. Anyway, do you want to check out the books too? Why, they have quite the selection. A Norwegian writer has just got a Nobel Prize. They have a whole shelf dedicated to them.
The book needs are met for now. I took one with me here, but barely had the time to touch it. I'll go browse after I finish the coffee. I don't want it to get cold.
Too bad Stoutguard isn't here again today. I'd think about getting another book to have it signed.
Should I get something by him? I've never read his stuff, but I think he's more popular here than outside of Norway.
I can lend you something, no problem. But if you'd rather buy one, I'd suggest The Evening Star. A fantastic book. I think the nicest I've read this year.
I feel like I've covered most of this content before, y'all. I don't know, I think I did in the last video? I'm not sure. I feel like I've covered this. Oh, maybe it was during Bjorn's Path. Maybe? I don't think Bjorn had the rework, though. Huh. A little confused, anyway. Either that or the game just didn't save properly. Alright.
He has a fantastic style and flow. Reading his writing is a pleasure. I wish I had a tenth of his talent. I've read several of his books, and I still have no idea how he does it.
Sounds nice. I think I'll get my own copy if they have one here. I'll go use the bathroom first. Be back in a moment. The wolf walks away, his tail disappearing behind the corner. I lean on the table, deflating. The tension that I wasn't even aware of leaves me with my exhale.
What's up?
What do you mean?
Your tense is a bowstring. I was afraid you'd snap in half at lunch.
Ah, I didn't know it showed. I talked with Mikko yesterday and it didn't go like I thought it would.
I figured. That's why I waited to ask. Did Mikko reject you?
It's a bit more complicated than that. Frankly, I'd rather talk about it once we're back. Can we meet at my room or your room at the guest house?
Sure, if you need to talk.
I'm back! I got the book already.
Oh, awesome. Have a nice read then. So, Philharmonic, what should I expect? If I'm honest, I think I'm a bit scared.
Scared? Of what?
Of not fitting in.
Do you really care about the opinion of a few old people in tuxedos?
Well, if they're going to stare at me disapprovingly, then yes.
You don't have to fit in. We'll be there to enjoy the music, not for other concert goers. Just don't talk during the pieces and don't start clapping before someone else does, and that's all.
Why shouldn't I clap?
It's improper to clap between the movements of one opus, even during extended silences. I don't necessarily agree, but that's the widely accepted custom. Oh, by the way, did you find a good shirt to wear?
Coach lent me this. I thought I wouldn't fit in his clothes, but luckily he apparently likes loose fits. I have it on just under the hoodie. I would feel weird sitting here in a collared shirt. So nothing else I should know beforehand?
Nope. Don't worry, really. It's a concert hall, not a temple. Do you like classical music? I hope I'm not taking you to something that'll bore you completely.
I've never listened to it much, but there are some works that I really enjoy. One symphony by Max Bruch, for example. I found it on YouTube by accident.
His first violin concerto? It's such a powerful work, very demanding, too. I don't see it performed often, which is a shame. I didn't listen to the piece we're supposed to hear today. I thought it'd be better to go there with no expectations. Alright, y'all. I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. I love you all, and I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!